some tea, sir.
Why, thank you.
Here's some tea.
Are we ready for cheers? Pinky's out.
Pinky's out.
And
Cheers. Let's get straight into Unwritten. And we're back with another episode of Unscripted. It is week 3, guys. Week 3. Happened to notice how my hands automatically went to a W because I'm gonna be taking a W. Now, I know I had a hiccup, a speed bump in week 1.
And week 2.
And I know I had a speed bump, a hiccup in week 2. But week 3 is aligning with the W. So it is written in the stars that I will be winning this week. Rio.
Noah.
Peter.
Peter!
Who's gonna be winning?
Noah. Who is winning this week?
Noah is the answer. Great job. Thank you so much. But more importantly, what are we learning about this week? We're learning about what is the church.
Today, I'm actually going to be doing the preach, so we're going to go head over there from what I filmed a little while ago. So, what is the church? Rio, what is it? Hey everyone, and welcome to the preach part of our segment today. I'm so excited to be sharing with you, and we're going to be sharing about one of my favorite topics that I've gotten the privilege to talk about with you this week, which is what is the church? What is the church? But we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, but right now I'm going to share a story with you. So this one day I was playing this video game. I love to play video games sometimes, but I usually play in teams. However, this one particular day I had no one to play with, so I thought, I'll hop on and I'll play by myself. This particular game, you've got to build things, you've got to collect things. Sometimes you play in a team, sometimes you play by yourself. The object of this game was to last as long as you can to be the last man standing or the last team standing. So I was going about my business in the game. I was collecting my items, opening up treasure chests, all these cool things. I thought I was doing really well, and all of a sudden I get ambushed. All these people come at me and I end up losing the game. Really disappointing for me. But then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try and do it again. So I did it again by myself, and it just went horribly wrong, even worse than the first time. I thought I was doing really well the first time. The second time I play, it's even worse, and I just thought, you know what, I'm actually just gonna call my friends and have them hop on with me and we can play as a team. So the next day I ended up calling up my friends and I said, hey, can you hop on the game with me today? Because I've been playing the last few days completely by myself and I was just absolutely horrible. I couldn't do it and I need you guys to come and help me win today. So they ended up hopping on with me, and look, I wouldn't say that I'm the worst at video games. I would actually say I'm pretty decent, but there are some things in this game that I just can't do that my other friends can. My one friend's really good at building, so she was able to help build all the structures. My other friend's really good at collecting things. And for me, we were able to just join forces and win the game together. So we won. It was great. It was really exciting. So why do I say all of this? Well, today we're talking about the church. So Ria, how does it relate to the church? How is what you're saying about video games and playing on a team rather than by yourself actually relate to what church is? Now I'm wanting to talk about that in more detail a little bit later on, but right now we're actually going to go check out who won the Get It Done challenge, and we'll come back and chat about it more.
Guys, and we're back. Thank you so much, Ria, for that word. Can't wait to hear more. Yep. It's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited to learn more about what the church is. But right now, guys, it is time to get it done. It is gonna be a classic dad joke challenge game. Pretty much we're gonna be saying some really awkward dad jokes, some really weird ones. We're gonna be drinking water and we're gonna try not to laugh. If you make the other players laugh, you get a point. So let's get those dad jokes out. Rio, you're going first. Give us the dad jokes.
All right. I'm gonna get a point without even reading a dad joke. Why do... Dude. Alright. Why do melons have weddings? They can't elope. They can't elope. No. They can't, that's why they have weddings. They can't elope.
I'm already laughing, so.
Did you just drink your water?
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean I get a point?
Yeah, I'm already laughing before you even started.
What did the bison say to his son when he left the ranch? Bison!
It wasn't even that funny.
Was that actually funny?
The best part was, bye, son.
It's all about about the delivery. It's not actually about the joke. Did I make you laugh?
Yes,
Yeah.
just
Oh, so
You're
I
at
got
3.
3 points. What do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. Like Lady Gaga.
all right. That's the end of that one. Do we get a point because she's laughing?
No, I'm happy that I got through that. He's lost it.
She's lost it.
She's gone.
We'll be back with a short intermission. All right, guys, it's my turn. So, for the first dad joke, I don't often tell dad jokes, but when I do, he laughs. When I do, he laughs. like he chuckles a little bit when I tell dad jokes. No, dang it. All right, no. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? There isn't one. But if there was, it would have great food, no atmosphere. Yes, that counts! Please tell me that counts. You do.
I'll give that.
Yes.
I'll give that. I was like, bro, that's dry. Like I can hold that one. But then when you said the,
There was one. What do you call something you find on the ground that's brown and sticky? A stick.
all right, well, my turn. Okay. Number 1. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Giggle. Oh. Why did the bicycle fall over? It was too tired. Get it?
No, you gotta do better than that, Noah.
Why did the math book look so sad? It had too many problems. I at least got one. Oh,
That's two.
Yes! Come on!
I'm actually not even lying because I related to that so hard.
Rio wins.
Wait,
Woo!
have I won? Wait, I won 2 weeks in a row
Nah.
so far.
Oh, yeah, you have.
I actually have. Guys,
Sorry.
Guys, she's doubled her points from last term in 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
I'm like first on the ranking right now.
We're now heading back into our preach part 2 where Rio's going to share a little bit more about what is the church. So Rio, let's go watch that together with you right now.
Bye, son!
Earlier, we were talking a little bit about how I was playing a video game by myself. I ended up calling my friends. They ended up joining on the team with me, and we ended up winning. And somehow, in that whole story, we ended up relating to church. But before I go more into that, we're actually going to be looking at a moment from the Bible that Paul shares a little bit more about church, and he will explain it a lot better than I can. In 1 Corinthians 12, Paul is actually talking about the many functions of the church, the different body parts that make up a person, and how we actually relate it to the body of Christ. So what is the body of Christ? What do I mean by the body of Christ? The body of Christ isn't actually a human body, but he kind of explains it like that to make it easier for us to understand. As a human body, we have many different features and functions that actually make up our body. We have hands, we have knees, we have feet, we have shoulders, all these things that make us human. Paul summarizes it like this. The foot can't say to the hand that we don't need you. The hand can't say to the head that we don't need you. The head can't say to the shoulders that we don't need you, a part of the human body. Each part of the body has many different functions, just as we are as people. Even though that we are different people, we come from different places with different stories, we all come together and make the body of Christ. Without each other, we would not be the one body of Christ. I know I'm talking about a lot of different things. I'm talking about the body of Christ, I've mentioned video games, but we need to go back to the sole question of today's preach. What is the church? The church really is all of us. It's a community of people. It isn't a building, it isn't something we just drive by, it isn't just a meeting where we meet on a Sunday. It's you and I as believers coming together. Like I was saying earlier about how I was playing my video game completely by myself, facing these challenges alone, which I realized I couldn't do by myself. There were talents and things that I didn't have that my friends were able to carry into a team when we actually played together. And that's kind of a little bit what the church is like. We can't do this Christian walk by ourselves. There are things that we struggle with, challenges that we go through, and things that we just can't do by ourselves. Being in a community and being in church and having others around us that are also believers being able to uplift us and encourage us and actually people that we can lean on and go through this walk together is what church really is. It's a community. Anyway, I hope I helped you understand a little bit about what the church is. Now, if you're going to take away one point from me today, the one point I want you to take away is this, that the church is a community of believers where we support each other through this Christian walk together.
We're back from the preach, guys. Ria, that was an amazing word. Thank you so much. I love the fact that, the church isn't a building, but it's a community of believers loving and encouraging one another. I think that's awesome. So does it have to be a time or a place? It can just be the people that you love, loving one another and loving God. And I think that's awesome. That is such a cool thing.
Absolutely. And on that note, if you aren't in a church right now, I want to encourage you to find yourself a church. Honestly, sometimes all you have to do is just Google churches near me and it will come up. There are heaps of people that are wanting to connect with you and have people around you that help you on your faith journey. So if you're not connected in, I recommend going to one. If you have a friend that goes to one, ask if you can tag along. It'll be amazing. On What is the Church, we are going to be looking at some discussion questions. So as we head off, you'll be reflecting with that in your group. So make sure you jump in your small groups, talk about what the church is and what it can be for you. And maybe you could ask each other, what church are you going to or what church do you want to attend?
Yeah, amazing. Well, everyone, that is the end of week 3, our episode. We had an incredible get it done. We had all the fun things today, but we're going to see you guys next time. I'm Rio.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Noah.
And this has been
Unscripted! We're really leading into the point thing.
Bye, son! Well, milady, I'm actually a professional chess player, so I'm going to put this here, making a diagonal.
Move.
Thank you, Friedrich.
Good move.
You've made a bit of a mistake.
Oh, excellent move.
Checkmate.
Excellent move.
This game sucks.